raises the question of aliens among us. Aliens with complete human appearance, although obviously greater telepathic ability. You report his observations and a couple of others in your book, and you say we need to take this seriously.
We absolutely do. If it's just one case, a couple of cases here and there, you might have the luxury of dismissing it and living within your reality box still. But when you get case after case, some of which have come to me directly, and then there's countless others that are out there of perfectly human-looking beings who seem to have this capability that don't seem like they're from here, then I feel it's incumbent on me to take them seriously. And it's actually, the more I've thought about it, the more it makes sense to me that this would be the case. It doesn't mean that these human-looking beings are actually from another world. They could be directly from here. They could be absolutely genetically part of the human race that developed here on Earth. But why would it be impossible that an alien group from elsewhere would come here and recognize, okay, our biology is really not well suited for Earth. Wrong gravity, wrong solar radiation, wrong microbes, all of those things would make it difficult for them. What might they do? Work with Earth-based genetic organisms, modify them for their purposes to work for them on that basis. And why not simply take the leading species on the planet, these human beings, take a few of them, breed them for yourself, genetically enhance them as you wish, and have them work for your society. How is that so difficult to fathom? To me, I would do it. If I were an alien, that's exactly probably what I would want to do. You'd want to use humans and open up whatever genetic capabilities they have for telepathy and whatever technological enhancements you can put in along the way too. Why not? So I think that's actually likely, as well as I entertain the idea that these other alien types that people have reported may very well be derived from Earth-based DNA. I don't see that as impossible at all. Don't know that to be true, but it doesn't seem illogical to me.
What you're raising with this suggestion is that the many reports that we have of UFO abductions, and particularly the reports involving the exchange of genetic materials and sexual experiences, and the people who report pregnancies and their fetuses were taken from them. There are even people who report repeated abductions where they come and visit these young children who are apparently their offspring and are being raised somehow in an alien culture. That these also would need to be taken seriously.
I agree with that. Yes, I think they must be taken seriously. These are, it's easy to dismiss the claims when one hasn't really gone into the weeds and read the specific accounts. The fact is, there's so much credible detail provided in them. You could just give a blanket statement and say, well, there's a hypnagogic fantasy, or the hypnotherapist was leading the witness. That could be possible. I would never say that that's impossible. But the reality is that there is so much consistency across the board. I can't see that it's explained in that manner. I think there's a there. And how difficult is it to really imagine that you would have a number of different types of ET programs in place for different purposes? So one would be to have completely human-looking avatars working for them on the surface. Another would be to develop a kind of hybrid, or various types of hybrid species between human and ET. I'm thinking of the scenario that was outlined by Dr. David Jacobs in several of his books, where he's talking about the creation of human-looking hybrids. He calls them hybrids, that are basically infiltration units. And I don't think that these are impossible at all.